Hey guys, and thank you so much for clicking my video and welcome back to my channel. Kind of got a bit of an overhaul. A lot of the videos that used to be on here are now gone. I'd like to kind of start over. My skills have changed, my focus has changed a little bit from what I used to draw and what I used to post, so and I want to get back into creating content on this platform. I missed making videos for YouTube, I missed interacting with other fellow artists on YouTube, and so I'm going to keep posting on things like TikTok, Instagram. I have a Tumblr account that I post on a little bit, but I really miss making YouTube videos, so I'm gonna get back into doing that. So this is basically just gonna be like a quick little intro video, say hello, getting back into the YouTube stuff, and just kind of work through some pieces of art that I've been making recently. Some of them will be like finished things like this one, other ones we'll just kind of dabble with for a little bit, just kind of show you what I've been into recently. So I already recorded this part doing the illustration last week. I'm doing the voiceover like about a week after doing this illustration. This is after my first sleep post work. For those who don't know, I'm a veterinary ER nurse. I work in the ICU. I work 13-hour shifts on the weekends, Saturday, Sunday nights. That's where I am. I'm in the hospital working on your very sick animals. It's something that I do enjoy a lot. Definitely takes a lot out of you though, emotionally, physically. It's the kind of job that you definitely take home with you, whether you want to or not. I might end up talking a little bit about it here and there. Obviously, I'm not going to get super detailed or anything. It's hard for a lot of people to hear about. It's confusing. A lot of people don't really know what we do, but that's also part of the reason I'd like to make it a little bit more of like a normal, this is what I do, this is what I spend a big chunk of my life doing. Because a lot of people don't know what we do. Working in the veterinary field, and especially like in ER and things, they don't understand what the nurses do and the difference between nurses and doctors and things, so I think it'd be good to talk about that kind of stuff. But for now I'm going to focus back on the art that we're working on. So this is my character, Adrian. She's some sort of little witchy, wizard, magical girl. She used to be a fan character for a large franchise that I haven't associated with for a while and don't intend to associate with anymore. But I still really like her design, and I like her character. She's been around for a long time. She's one of my older human characters. And I just kind of wanted to get back into illustrating and recording and start with a character that I'm very familiar with and comfortable with. So here's Adrian. This was just like a fun little experiment plaything for me to do. This is just a little snippet of playing with Matilda's hair in this large experimental piece that I'm trying to work on very slowly. Need to figure out how to render her hair. These are Castor and Matilda, two characters very dear to my heart. I love them a lot. Most of the art that I end up posting and sharing is of these two, or at least their world, so you'll see a lot more of them. Here's more Matilda, more or less how she normally looks whenever I'm drawing her. This is a lot more similar to the actual style that I draw in, especially for their project. I like it to have sort of like almost like a traditional slash digital kind of textured feeling. The background for this one was inspired by a panel from the Rosa comic by Kelly Hamilton. I was kind of looking through it and I was like, wow, these are really pretty colors. I want to draw a quick little background like that, and then for my character, kind of like in a scene where, you know, she's heard something suspicious, she doesn't feel safe in the woods, and she's gonna pull a knife from her little bag just as like a precaution. I'm working a little bit more on my narrative storytelling, poses, postures, general painting techniques and lighting, and trying to focus more on colors and learn color theory for real. Mostly because I really like these characters a lot, and I want to be able to share them, and I want to progress my art skills. And they are always my eternal guinea pigs. So I'm trying to focus a little bit more on the effects kind of lighting, like the bounce light, reflective light, while also having it mesh well with the shading, and then kind of trying to figure out how I want colored line art to look. Like my default that I'm going to do here in a little bit is to start coloring her with just kind of like a red that kind of like makes the skin really warm up. But then I kind of end up toning it down a little bit and making it a little bit more cohesive. This was a really fun experiment for me to do, just kind of doing a painterly, kind of sketchy sort of background with a sort of sketchy lined character. I really like art that looks like this. This was fun. Alright, and then we're going to be moving on to something completely different. I want to show you guys my garden.